Time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz join us live right now. Good morning here. All right, I'm a big Ted Lasso fan here. Season 3 of Ted Lasso will be its last, right?
It's final, like it's done.
Wow.
So it comes to Apple Plus TV next week. It's March 15th. And they were doing an interview with Jason Sudeikis, and they're like, where's the show stand? Is there going to be spinoffs? Is it going to continue? And basically he said from the beginning, they had a vision. It was 3 seasons long. They knew the story that they wanted to tell. And that's the story that they will tell. And then they asked, like, well, will there be anything with the characters? Will we see Ted Lasso again? And he said maybe he'll join Cameo, which is that app where you can pay for like celebrities to like leave you messages, like videos.
Oh man, I think it's kind of surreal that it's actually. I think a lot of people thought that this would continue on for at least a 4th season. So, so as fans of the show, I will admit I've only seen a few episodes. I loved it. I need to continue on.
Yeah.
But is that sad news, or do you like that they're going to end it on their own terms?
You know, I'm going to be very real. I am actually very sad. I thought Money would talk because it's one of their most popular shows on the whole streaming platform. And the thing about Ted Lasso is it's like the entire time you keep expecting human nature to kick in and for the characters to make bad choices or to be bad people. But good wins out in every single episode. And after you get done watching it, it's almost like eating a big bowl of mashed potatoes. You feel full from the inside out. And I think we need more TV like that just leaves you like feeling happy and wanting to go in the world and help people.
Yeah, and you know what else too? It occurs to me, I've watched this show quite a bit. Right? It seems like they kind of start this out and they're kind of in a corner a little bit. A show like MASH, maybe you could write it out for 10 or 15 seasons or whatever. But this is soccer specific. It's kind of this and that. Maybe I'm overthinking this a little bit, but it just seems so granular that they've kind of written the script like this and they kind of written themselves into a corner to maybe not be so good after 3 seasons.
I mean, MASH went longer than the actual war did. So there's that as well, when you look at it that way. But I just, you know, I thought they could just do some twists and turns, maybe follow another plot, take them back to America, give them a football team. I think there was still a lot of places they could grow, and they're choosing not to.
That's a good thought. Mike, your thoughts? You've been relatively silent.
Yeah, you know, I've never seen the show, but I do respect this trend. Streaming platforms where they're limiting these shows to 3 or 4 seasons, because how many times have we seen shows that just drag on way too long? Yeah, they get convoluted by the time they end, and you're ready to throw the remote at the TV and give up on it after, you know, the 4th or 5th season. I respect this move.
The show you start to watch and grow to love at some point. I know what you're talking about. Then you just go after this is lame, whatever this is. It turns into lameness. So maybe 3 seasons is a
it's a good number. I like it when shows go out on their note. That's how I felt with Schitt's Creek, where like it felt like they maybe could have kept going, but that show was written and produced to end right when it ended, and they left it there. I loved it. All right, well, we got to talk about Jake Gyllenhaal, who is apparently just not Donnie Darko anymore. He's all he's all beefed up now, and he made a surprise appearance at UFC.
Yeah, he's doing a remake of the movie Roadhouse, the original one that had Patrick Swayze in it, and apparently it involves him as a UFC fighter. So I'm not really sure where the plot's going to go, but they're really smart. What they did is over the weekend, there was an actual UFC fight, and they needed to film scenes for the movie. So they actually brought him in for the weigh-in to film to use in the movie. And then during the fight in the middle, they came out and had him film a scene. And I always thought that those abs were CGI, but apparently they're real.
His abs have abs. Jeez, oh.
Look at that man. He is older than me. I just want you to know that. I need to lay that out all on the line. That is that is physique right there.
I'd be walking around without a shirt most of the winter if I had a body like that.
I would be asked to leave most places.
Wow, that is wild. He is beefed up. Could you imagine being there at the UFC? Like you're there to watch whoever fight, and you're like, is that Jake Gyllenhaal? I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's the best part of this whole thing. I could not get away from it on social media over the weekend. This is a marketing ploy. It's genius. I had never even known that they were going to remake the Roadhouse movie until this weekend, and then I couldn't get away from it. It was everywhere. And I have never heard of it. Like, there were no teasers. There's no trailers. Nobody talking about Jake Gyllenhaal until
they're still filming it, though.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, it's a good marketing ploy for sure. All right, guys, we're running out of time, but we will see you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye,
And you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.